Hey everyone, Paul. So when you come on the 2-Second Lean Japan experience, we're going to give you an amazing Japanese thermos because of the quality. It'll allow you to be very efficient and have your water and coffee in it or any other drink you might want to get from the hotel, so you don't have to get a bunch of cups and bottles all the time. But on that thermos, we have applied two beautiful stickers which have all these great Japanese words. We think it's very important for you to learn those words. We have technical terms on this side more related to Kaizen, and on this side we have social terms. So people have asked me to make a quick video just kind of giving you an idea of some of these words. I'm not going to go into great detail because we have the definitions there, but I am going to say them real quickly. My pronunciation is not perfect, so forgive me for that, but here you go. So on the social side, these are words that you should know. Arigato gozaimasu, which simply means thank you, and kospa, which is a beautiful Japanese concept, which means value. The Japanese are very sensitive to value, so if you get a good value at a reasonable price, that's called kospa. And then gambarimasu, I will do my best. I learned this when I was skiing. Every time the ski instructor, I'm skiing actually right now, every time the ski instructor told me to go, I would repeat gambarimasu, I will do my best. And so this is also something that you learn in the schools. The school children are always saying gambarimasu. And then ikigai, what gets you up in the morning, that's Ken Mogi's book, you should read that. And ikimashou means let's go. You're going to hear me say that a lot. Korowari, taking things to extreme. This is the Kaizen spirit that's in Japan. You keep improving things and you get it to such a high level. Korowari, I'll give you many examples of that. And then konbawa means good evening. And then konnichiwa, hello. Meiwaku, to be a bother. I put on here, don't be a bother. It basically means if you're a Meiwaku person, you're a bother to the people around you. So this is a Meiwaku culture. People speak very softly. They're very courteous when they get on and off the elevator and off the subways. You'll notice it's definitely a Meiwaku culture. They don't want to be a bother. Okay, and then mottainai, to don't waste. This is a critical word that I talk about in my book. Don't waste anything. And nande, why? Nande, why? Go upstream, find out the real reason. Ohayo gozaimasu, good morning, very important greeting. And then sekisho idai, one of my favorite things that we learned from Mr. Umemura, small things pile up, both to big good things and small bad things pile up to big bad thing. So very important to pay attention to small things. Soji, to clean. This is a soji culture. You'll always see them cleaning, both in the schools and everywhere else. And then sugoi, excellent. You'll hear me say that a lot. Sugoi, sabarashi, is some of the words. Psycho, these are all words that mean, really, amazing, cool. And then susumimasen, I say simasen, excuse me. A very important word, probably the most important word you'll learn in Japan. Simasen. And then yakusoko mamoru, I will keep my promise. They teach us in the schools to all the children. So gambarimasu, I will do my best, and yakusoko mamoru, I will keep my promise. These are the two pivotal hinge points that are taught to Japanese children. Then we'll go to technical terms. Dojo, the place where you practice. We're going to go to a dojo. Furio means defect. You'll often hear on the shop floor them talk about furio, defect. And gemba, the place where you work, and that is the shop floor. We go over to this side, and I might point out that we have this little blank spot so you can put your name on there in Sharpie. You can see my name was on there. It looks like it wore off a little bit. It's an old thermos. And then hansei, a very, very important word. Hansei, to reflect with regret. Every time you do something, always have reflection point and regret. How could you have done it better? And then Hankaten, a change point. We're going to go over that in great detail, what Hankaten is. Toyota practices Hankaten, is very important. And then Hoshinkanri, a long-term vision. And then Jidoka, automation with a human touch. That's when the machine has the ability to know that there is a defect and stop before the defect continues to be repeated. And then JIT, just in time. This is a Toyota concept. And then Kaizen, to make good. Kanban, a sign, simply means a signal. When you drive down the road, you see a sign, a green sign that says exit here for Mount Shasta. That's a Kanban. So Kanban is a system set up within the Toyota production system. It's simply a sign, a visible sign that everyone can recognize. And Karakuri, automation without power. We're going to give you examples of that. Toyota really became an expert at that. And then kata means a routine. And then they have great routines here. They take off their shoes, keep the inside clean, keep the outside, the dirt there. They have great routines of soji, cleaning all the time. They have great routines of bowing to one another and showing respect, being courteous on the subway, taking your backpack off and putting it in the front of you on the subway. There's lots of katas or routines that they practice here. And then Kyotsuke, which will practice, this means attention. Keritsu, stand up. And then Onegaishimasu down here, which means I request basically that you teach me. It's a saying that they use at Lexus for teaching people. Kyotsuke, Keritsu, Kyotsuke, Onegaishimasu is the order. Keritsu, Kyotsuke, Onegaishimasu. Okay? So you know that. And then Miraku is a visualization board. I'm terrible at saying that. So that's what you'll see in all the factories. When you walk into any area, they have a huge visualization board indicating the people that work in the plant and what their defect rate is and how many days they've gone without a defect and any other important information. Monozukuri, this is a Monozukuri culture. They make things. Japan is just basically one big factory from one end to the other. They make everything and they do everything at a high level. And then these are my three most important words if you learn on this trip. Mura means waste. Mura means unevenness. And muri means burden. These two, mura and muri, create waste. And when you learn the relationship between these three words, it's literally a game changer for you. So these are very, very important words. And then onegaishimasu, I request. So Keritsu, Kyotsuke, onegaishimasu, those are the three words we'll put together. And then pokioke, to mistake-proof something so you can't make a mistake. Sakichi's mind. He was curious and studious. Sakichi, the founder of Toyota Loom Works, and then his son Kiichiro started Toyota Motor Company. So to have Sakichi's mind is to be curious and studious. And then SMED, single minute exchange of dye. We're going to show you that both on the Shinkansen and also at Mifune, which is, you'll see single minute exchange of dye, a system, something that was created by, Shigeo Shingo. And then Yokoten, horizontal information, spreading information horizontally against through an organization. So there you go. My hand starts to shake at the end. I've been holding this phone for a long time. Hopefully that helps you with all these great terms. And we're always adding. We added a couple more, like Shinrin Roku, which means forest bathing, and Ondan, which means a light. So we'll see you in Japan. Hopefully you enjoyed this.